A man sits silently in a dimly lit room. All around him are scattered the remnants of a broken marriage. The only sound is the soft, slow beat of the qawwali music in the background. In his hand is an ikhnama, the marriage contract, a reminder of happier times and a barrier between him and his past. What did this man do? He fell in love and decided to marry for the second time. In Islam, a man may marry up to 4 wives. But in Pakistan, even the second one feels like a criminal act. To understand why, let's look at the law versus religion. Here's a split screen. On one side is a Quranic verse that talks about polygamy. On the other side is the 1961 ordinance book. The gavel slams down. This is the verdict. The Muslim Family Laws Ordinance, 1961, makes a second nikah legally impossible without prior permission from the Union Council, meaning a man cannot marry a second time unless he gets the green light from the local government. Step 1, beg for permission from the Union Council. You must justify why you want to marry again, as if love, compatibility, or personal choice isn't good enough. Infertility, illness, or failure of the first wife are the only acceptable boxes you must tick. And even then, your first wife's input is necessary. But what if she's not agreeable? Consent is not legally mandatory, but practically it's everything. If she refuses, your case becomes a courtroom drama. Even if your nikah had a clause allowing it, it doesn't matter without the Union Council's not. What happens if you go ahead with a nikah without permission? Congratulations! You're now a criminal! Yes, your nikah may be valid in Islam, but in Pakistan, you could end up behind bars, heavily, and forced to pay the full dower immediately. Why is one man's choice turned into a courtroom battle? Why does the state assume he's automatically unjust? Why must a man justify his private life to a public council? Wow! The first wife holds all the power, emotionally and legally. The scales are heavily tilted toward her. No one is arguing against responsibility or fairness, but the current system doesn't promote justice. It enforces fear. We need a law that respects both religious freedom and individual choice, not one that turns men into culprits for following what's allowed in Islam. Slowly, the scale begins to level. A man and 2 women sit on one side, indicating consent and understanding. On the other side, an open Quran rests on a table. This is what a second marriage should look like. A celebration of love, not